swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cornhuskers will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense takes the field to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity.
There he goes! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with a 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's going to run it. Right into the open. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Yates. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually, they're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. His protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Cox. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cox. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab, past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll leave it with him. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Yates. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today, and in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Yates. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Callaway.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking for a man. It's Yates. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And a physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this game, as they start this season, and the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the option. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. The Huskers will... Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fire to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverine! And once he found open space, a band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Yates. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cincinnati overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Bearcats tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He'll throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Punt is in the air. Teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he tacks on the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip. Position with the return.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
On the set. Let's go.
Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Got it in the middle. It's Cox. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You'd better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to pass. It's Yates. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Give to the single back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Makes the grab, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Nebraska, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Byrne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's...
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The Cornhuskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw again. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. These Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They used that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, Fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll try it over the left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become...
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Easy.
Looking for space. It's Vaughn. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Perkins. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Fry. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down for the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.